Good morning. It's turned out nice again, motherfucker. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of December, 2020, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. You're right, guys. Listen, this Sven Botman. There's reports all over today saying that they came out yesterday, really, but I had a chance to touch on them. But they're being regurgitated today as well, or followed up on. One, for example, says Liverpool set to battle Inter Milan for Sven Botman after making contact with the Lille centre-backs agent in November as they consider bolstering their defence following serious injuries to Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez. He's made an impressive start at Lille after joining from Ajax. The League One leaders have set a 45 million valuation but may accept a bid of 27 million. So why set a valuation of 45 then? Liverpool and Inter Milan have both made initial inquiries for the centre-back. I'm not going to read the article or articles to you, but I did want to throw this name up at you because it's a name that we've discussed previously, and it wouldn't have been November. It would have been prior to then. So I'm thinking maybe 3-4 months ago. His name was. I think it came up on the KopTalk members website, and it was very much a lot. I can't remember. I haven't looked. I don't need to look because I just remember it at the time that we were told to keep an eye on this one, and that's why I'm making a video about it. And because obviously we've got multiple defenders that are being linked with us, various centre backs, all the usual names, Upamecano, White, etc., and others around that. But this name was put in there as this is one that you should keep an eye on, Duncan. And I only get called Duncan usually when I'm in trouble. It's usually Duncan, right? Duncan, my mum like that. Duncan, you know what I'm saying? But no, it was. I did get told to keep an eye on him. Now at the time, this will shock you. I didn't really know much about him. Didn't know much about him at all. I don't watch the league that he plays in. Is that being disrespectful? But people, a few people that are quite into the football responded to the suggestions, the stuff that had been posted about him, as saying actually he's very good. And he became one of those sort of names that you could imagine, Liverpool suddenly doing a deal for out of thin air. Sometimes a transfer happens like Minamino and you go, what the fuck, where did that come from? So the reason I'm making this video really is first to tell you a little bit about him, and then just to say to you, if you don't know him, maybe follow him. When I say follow him, just do a bit of digging, have a look about him, watch reports concerning him, etc., etc. Now, I haven't dug deep into the various reports about him over the last 24 hours, okay? So I can't turn around to you and say, oh yeah, someone credible's making those claims. I've got one article here in front of me in the Mail, but it's not from a journalist that I would associate as having, credible news to do with Liverpool Football Club, and I think that the reports are originating from France, which won't surprise you, obviously. So they do sound a little bit speculative from first glance. Now I haven't looked; it's early in the morning. I'm literally just sat at my desk, and I saw it come up straight away. I was like, yeah, we need to talk about that kid. So that's up to you to have a little nosy around today. But it's a name that I think you should just have a look at, okay, and listen out for, and not dismiss like we often say. And I dismiss, that's a load of nonsense. Now he's under contract, it says here, until June 30th, 2025. He's partnered or sponsored or whatever by Nike, which is always good to hear, due to Nike and Liverpool's relationship. It says he's left-footed. Obviously, he's a centre-back. 20 years old, is that correct? Yeah, 20 years of age. So he started his youth career at Ajax, had a loan eventually at Heerenveen, and then ended up in Lille in 2020. I think I mentioned, he'd played for the Netherlands youth sides right up from 15s, under 15s up to under 20s. He made his debut for the main squad of AFC Ajax on the 23rd of June in 2018 in a friendly. Blah, blah, blah. We don't want to read all that shite. On the 31st of July 2020, he signed a 5-year contract with Lille, and the deal was worth approximately 8 million to 9 million euros. So obviously, a bargain price. and he was called up to the senior Netherlands squad in November 2020. Now, his article, not his article, the Wikipedia entry that I'm looking at here is very small. It's very, usually these are like, when we're linked with the big guns, they have big, things like that, or Egyptian legends that you don't know about. And so he's not real. I don't think that your average fan would know much about him. But he was one of the names that was given to us a few months ago. There was another one as well. I can't remember. My memory's fucked. If I was to go on the members website and search, let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it for you. While you'll have to wait a minute though. Let's put that in there, because I don't know when it was. I mean, you probably sat there thinking you should have done this before you started the video. No, I'm having a cup of tea. I'm in my office. I'm just chilling. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's open this. There's only 3 threads on this. And this actually, these are going back to, here's one from me on the 28th of October. This is what I posted, so this probably coincides, but that's only 2 months ago. Well, anyway, I posted, senior scouts will be observing this Europa League tie on Thursday. This was Lille versus Celtic. And I put, any thoughts? Anyone know anything about Sven Botman? And then there's obviously a discussion then proceeded as to who he is. 20-year-old Dutch battleship, 6'4" and great physique. Was really good last season for Heerenveen on loan from Ajax and has become even better at Lille. Left-footed, seemed to have everything but experience. And that was posted by Razor. Obviously, there was the other defender at Celtic that people suggested we might be looking at. Adam Devlin, a KopTalk VIP member, said Botman does appear very calm on the ball. I'm just glancing over this thread, this discussion, see if there's anything. There's a lot of stuff in here that I could read to you, but I would be here all day. So here we go. This is a news article that was posted around the same time. We were talking about Ben White, Upamecano, Kabak, etc. This is the bit that I was thinking about when I saw his name today, and it says KopTalk sources are also advising us to keep an eye on Lille defender Sven Botman. Yes, that's it. That's all I can give you. So that's basically what I was saying to the members a couple of months ago was listen out for him, and the fact that his name's cropped up again with these suggestions that Liverpool made contact with his agent last month. I find that interesting. I find that of interest. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to see like, oh no, I want to know that a bid's gone in, or this, that, and the other. But I actually find that notable. I think it's interesting, and I thought I should bring it to your attention because I think it's something that you should look out for. Now, look, zillions of players get linked with us. It's part of the process, isn't it? 3, 4, 5 players for each position maybe get looked at and considered. So we'll just have to see. But, everyone will be focusing on the likes of Upamecano, who, I think, I'm going to keep my opinions to myself about that. And there's Ben White as well, everyone, as football supporters, we tend to focus on the big names, or the ones that are getting the most traction in the media and things like that. This one, I would say, is something that's been under the radar for a little bit. It's cropping up now, and maybe the reports are bullshit. Who knows? But I was advised, previously a few months ago, keep an eye on this one, don't. So maybe Liverpool scouts are just checking in. Maybe it would be a cheaper option. Who knows? It's something that I personally will now watch a little bit more over the next few weeks, just to see if there is any more speculation increasing in the media. See who is actually saying it. Are any of the Liverpool clique, as I call them, the more credible journals, maybe saying anything about him? And just to see what the general vibe is coming out of Anfield in terms of potential business in January, for example. So I'm not sure my video really explained very well what I was trying to do. I know I'm just doing it off the, I haven't really woke up, to be honest, but I just want you to listen out for this name, that's all. And if you see anything about him, drop a comment, let me know, and even if you're watching this video later and you've seen something new and you're watching this video, drop a comment, because I get notifications, so I'll be alerted to it. And also, if you know him, if you do know this player, if you watch, that league, or you watch him, if you're respectful like that, then drop me a comment and tell me anything you know about him, and whether you think there is a possibility of that. Is he someone that would just be like in the squad, or is it someone that would be thrown straight in? You see, the thing I think is that we've been told for a while now that Liverpool have more or less secured their main priority target for the centre-back position, which they've been working on for months and months and months, nothing to do with January's, in the current injury problems that we've had, and that was a summer target. So if that is true, and Liverpool are close to securing someone that they've been working on for many windows, Liverpool plan way ahead, then are they really going to want to spend a lot more money on another centre-back in January, for example? Who knows? I don't know. I think there's a possibility Liverpool could do some business in January, but we need to see who's saying that, and who's playing it down, because often when you see certain journalists in that clique that I refer to, or the Liverpool Echo maybe playing things down, sometimes that tells me something is actually happening. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm sorry if the video isn't great, but I thought it was an important thing. We're talking one sentence, from a couple of months ago that I said keep an eye on this kid, but I still think it's important. Okay, guys. So I'm going to upload this guff to YouTube. I'm just watching my CCTV, and that was a car of interest driving past my house. I work, on I've got a very big place where I am, and so I have CCTV on another level, watching another entrance, if that makes sense, so I can see when the Amazon delivery driver comes, if you're wondering. It's not because I'm worried about, El Plod, or, the police raiding my property or something. It's just because I can get to the door when the Amazon driver comes, and I just saw a car drive past and thought, hello, is that who I think it is? But the doorbell hasn't gone. So why am I even fucking telling you this? Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you why I'm telling you this, because a few days ago I was telling someone, I've had a new alarm put in, and this is really good. You can see who's on it. I've got these little notifications. I've got this Ring doorbell now. When someone presses it when I'm in the shop, I can go, hello, and all that, right? And they were like, I'm starting to get a bit concerned by you. You've got all this security. It's like, hang on a fucking minute. I'm just looking after me fucking gaff, aren't I? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck did we get to that? I don't know. But you watch my videos, so there must be something you like about them. Well, the majority of you. Right, guys, I'm going to go. I will be updating the KopTalk podcast today. If you want to listen to the KopTalk podcast, which is probably better than having to look at my face, it's on Spotify, Deezer, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. I use an app called Pocket Casts. Pocket Casts, it's a free app. Download it to your phone, and you can just search KopTalk or Liverpool FC KopTalk or whatever. And Dunk knows best. And it's a very good app, so you can listen to. And I do multiple episodes throughout the week, and obviously these are just little vids, or I say little vids, but the podcasts, they tend to be around 30 to 40 minutes long, something like that. Most days of the week, we do a little roundup of things. So I'm sure I might even drop the audio from this into there today, actually. All right. Will I be back again today? I don't know. We will see. I will be live on here on YouTube. Don't forget, I'll be live on YouTube on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on here. We're having a drink and some music. You're more than welcome to come along. And also, we're doing the same on New Year's Eve around the same time. If you're stuck at home and bored off your tits with your family, stick the earphones in, have a fucking drink and a bit of a laugh and a giggle with us. We'll a couple of birds come along, what I mean, there's a few birds in there, and about 12 o'clock at night, I'll start telling them to pop one out and stuff like that. So if you sat at home with missus, you put your earphones on, you know what I'm saying? That's about it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I don't cry if you give it a thumbs down, it makes me laugh. But if you do want to support me, just click on join under the video. I'd love you to join the squad, become part of the family. You get a fancy little coloured name in the comments, and it fucking shows you're important, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like that. If you're on an Apple device, I think you've got to use a web browser. Okay, guys. I don't know if I'll speak to you again before Christmas, because like I'm thinking tomorrow I might toss it off, but we'll see. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you for all the support you've given me for another year, 22 years now. And we will speak again before the end of the year, so we can do a proper thank you later. God, it's shite on me. That's because I've had a shave this morning. Yeah. All right, guys. Adios. See you in a bit. All right.